You can automate thousands of workflows just by using N8N with web scraping. In this video, I'll show you how to use FireCrawl to scrape and summarize any website. We won't need any proxies, custom code, or fingerprinting workarounds. So let's just jump into N8N and I'll show you the magic. Just before we start cooking in N8N, let's get a FireCrawl API key. Now you might be wondering, what's FireCrawl? It's a really cool scraping tool that handles proxies, bot detection, and content parsing for you. So let's go ahead and sign up for it. Once you sign up, you'll be redirected to this dashboard. Now here you'll see your API key. Copy it, save it, we'll soon need it. Now let's jump back into N8N. Now in your workflow, click on the plus sign to add a new node, search for FireCrawl, click on it, and lastly, install the node. Wait for a couple of seconds and it's going to be installed. Now there's a few actions that we can take here, but for this example, let's just scrape a single URL and get its content in Markdown. So let's click that. We'll need to select our credential, but we haven't created one yet, right? So let's click select credential, create new credential. And here we're going to paste in our API key that we copied before. And if we click save, we should be good to go. I pulled up an article from OpenAI about their Sora 2 announcement, so let's go ahead and scrape it and turn it into Markdown. So to do so, we'll copy the URL, we'll come back to N8N, and here in the URL parameter box, we'll just paste it in. To actually get the content in Markdown, here under scrape options, we're going to click choose, and here under formats, we're going to add formats. By default, it's going to be Markdown, but you can add a bunch of other formats, for example, HTML, JSON, links, etc., etc. But for now, we'll just leave it to Markdown. Here we have plenty of other parameters to play around with. For now, I'm just going to stick to the defaults, but for example, only main content is going to strip away the header, the footer, and some irrelevant parts of the HTML to return only the main content. We can set the timeouts to be anything we choose, but by default, it's just 30 seconds. And lastly, we can set the proxy to stealth. Usually it's you're going to use basic, and by default it's basic, but for some more difficult websites or bot protected websites, stealth might do the trick. But for now, let's just stick to the basic one. Okay, so let's try and run it. Click on execute step, and in a couple of seconds, we'll get a response. And so we did. And under data, Markdown, we seem to have gotten the Markdown content from the article. I'm sure your imagination is already running wild on what you can do with this, but just to take a simple example, let's just summarize this content by using GPT. So let's add a new node, search for OpenAI, click on message a model. Now here, let's select the model. I'm gonna choose GPT-5 Mini, which is a very underrated model. Let's choose it. Now let's write the prompt. So summarize this article, content, and let's drag in the Markdown content. And yeah, let's click execute step and see what we get. And we got the summary. Not a very short summary, to be honest, but hey, some prompt tweaking and this could work pretty well. We barely scratched the surface of what you can do with FireCrawl in N8N. Just to give you some ideas, you can have it scrape and monitor competitor content daily. You can set up custom lead qualification flows. You can use it for cold outreach enrichment. The possibilities are endless, and it's in your hands to build them.